Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're looking at opening day. Starting this week. Unfortunately, nobody's gonna be able to watch it unless you stay up until 3 in the morning, at least California time. That doesn't really make sense to me.
No.
Um, that's my little thing with it. Obviously, I'm not a Dodgers fan, but for my Dodgers fans down the street, all around me on Southern California and also Padres fans, this is it kind of sucks because you have to be up at 3 a.m. to watch the games, and it's Shohei Ohtani and Yamamoto's first games as Dodgers.
Yeah,
What's your
it's
take on that?
I understand why they did it. Like you got two marquee guys that you just signed, right? You're trying to grow the game over there and whatnot. So like I understand why they did it. Am I gonna be up at 3 a.m. watching it? Probably not. Although it is an intriguing matchup. Like it's got all the stars, like it's star studded, right? You got yeah, Glasnow, Darvish, and then Yamamoto Musgrove. So two really good pitching matchups. I just don't know how you can just ramp up, right? You're gonna play two games over there, and then you're gonna come back and you're gonna play more spring training games. It's just I don't know. It's weird. Like I get you gotta the time change and the jet lag and whatnot, like you gotta get back into the United States and get back into rhythm, but I don't know. It's a little weird for me.
Yeah, I mean they've done this in the past. Most notably the A's and the Red Sox is the thing that comes to my
Well,
mind.
wasn't that a
All
preseason?
those,
Wasn't that spring training games though? Or was that
I
a
believe they did
regular?
opening day in Japan.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
wasn't sure.
So they've done this in the past.
Hmm.
I feel like if you were to do it with East Coast teams, it's a little bit better. Um, just because this game is going to be on at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So if
Right.
you're, an East Coast fan of ours, you'll be able to probably catch it more so than the West Coast.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hate on the series at all. I'm just saying that's my one thing with it is that I feel bad that from an Angels fan to a Dodgers fan, right?
Yeah.
That Shohei Ohtani's first game in Dodger blue, you probably are not gonna see. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um, that kind of sucks, but let's move on to the good stuff. All right. So Glasnow starting game one
Yeah.
against
Darvish.
Musgrove. No, against Darvish.
Yeah.
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 And then Yamamoto's facing Musgrove. Um, I think the opening day is going to be a good matchup.
Yep.
I was looking at it. Glasnow only Xander Bogaerts has at bats against Tyler Glasnow in their career. An
Yeah.
entire Padres roster, which is pretty insane. As far as Darvish goes, the Dodgers have plenty of at bats against him. So
Oh yeah.
um, the Dodgers kind of have a foot up here in the pitching matchups. Obviously, they've never seen Yamamoto and they've never seen Glasnow.
Yep.
So that can go one of two ways. Either they're very successful or, they're just put in a blender and don't know what's going on. So um, who do you think, what game are you more excited for, game one or two?
I want to see Yamamoto. I want to see Yamamoto pitch. If there's a game that I would wake up for or stay up for, it'd probably be game two. Um, are you surprised that Glasnow is game one starter over Yamamoto?
I'm not. I'm not. Just because Tyler Glasnow's done it in the past. He's done it in the World Series. He's done it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think that at the same time, do they think Yamamoto probably could be their ace? Obviously they signed him to 12 years if as long as
Yeah.
everything pans out.
Hmm.
Um, I just think that pressure. I think that part of it was pressure, right?
Hmm.
They just want to ease him in. It's first MLB appearance and you get opening day, which would have been cool.
Yeah.
But Glasnow's done it in the past, and I think that, experience is invaluable here.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm gonna make the point of one of these teams could be coming home 0-2,
Oh yeah.
right? Like by the time you get to next Thursday when they're playing again, and the Padres play the Giants, who just signed Snell, um, and the Dodgers play the Cardinals, right? Let's say the Dodgers, with all of that, might beat the Padres and they go 0-2 to start the season. Now you got to face Logan Webb, game three, another opening day. And what if you lose that one? Now you're 0-3. And
Yeah.
say that Snell is ready, because they're saying that he's already done up down, and you got to get Snell game two. Now you're 0-4. This could be pretty bad for one of these teams. And it goes the other way too. I mean, Dodgers go 0-2 and they lose opening day at home. Now they're 0-3. Do we think those guys are going to be okay? Yeah, there's obviously more risk for the Padres here than the
Yeah,
Dodgers.
for sure.
But I just feel like that is a scenario here. Best case scenario for both teams, they go 1-1,
I think that's what I was
right?
gonna say. I think they split. Like I'm gonna make a prediction, say that the Giants are not the Giants. The Padres win game one, the Dodgers win game two. Like
Okay.
that's what I would think. I think they're gonna split. You?
Mm, I think the Dodgers are going to take both.
Okay. All right.
I do.
All right.
Let's go look at those lineups for expected lineups for opening day.
Yep.
So this is what the Dodgers are most likely going to be putting out there. I did double check it with MLB. They've been doing some exhibition games with um,
LG
LG
Twins.
Twins,
Yeah.
Team Korea.
Hmm.
They played somebody else as well. Sorry, I'm blanking, but Betts, Otani, Freeman, Will Smith, Muncy, Teoscar, Outman, Hayward, Lux. On the bench, you'll have Barnes, Rojas, Taylor, and Kike Hernandez.
Yeah.
Um, Weird that they only have four
Yeah, I was
starters
gonna say that
projected
they
right
don't
now.
have a fifth starter. Hmm.
Yeah, then I don't know why they don't have five starters on there, but maybe this is all they brought to Korea
Yeah,
for those exhibition
that's
games.
true. That's true.
Or maybe they're doing they brought an extra bullpen arm is probably what they did,
Yeah.
if I had to imagine. I haven't seen what their expected roster is supposed to be, but looks like they do think Trinan is gonna be there. Even though he got hit in the ribs. Daniel Hudson expected to make the opening day roster. He's back. Michael Grove has been a starter and also has pitched at the pen. So um it looks good. It looks good. We're not trying
It's
to do
a
outlook here, but as far as the
really
lineup
deep.
goes,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Embarrassment
As
of
far as the lineup
riches.
goes,
Yeah.
it's Betts, Otani, Freeman, and then, I'm sure they'll score a lot of runs at the bottom as well. If we head over to the Padres, we got Bogarts, Tatis, Cronenworth, Machado at DH, which he's been
Yeah.
DHing in the exhibition games. I don't know what's going on there. Padres fans, does he have an injury or something, or is that just a plan for him to play more at DH? I'm not sure. Ha-Sung Kim and his return to South Korea. And then right now they have this Graham Pauly in here, but from what I've seen, it's probably either going to be Rosario or Tyler Wade. So push Campusano up, Profar up, and then the third, whoever's starting third base that day, and then Jackson Merrill making his MLB debut, did
Hmm.
make the team and will be their starting center fielder. As far as the pitching goes, Dylan Cease, I wouldn't expect to see him, but maybe out of the pen, maybe they piggyback it. But he pitched an exhibition, I think,
He
today.
did. Yeah, he
Um,
did. Yep.
and then they have Michael King, Johnny Brito. So Vasquez is out of there now. Um, and then Robert Suarez is expected to get the bulk of the innings in the back end.
Yep.
And there it is. So, I mean, as far as the lineups go, I think they both can bang with each other.
Hmm.
Obviously, the Dodgers a little bit deeper,
Hmm.
but what's your take?
Yeah, obviously the edge goes to the Dodgers offensively, and pitching wise, I would think. But the Padres is a scrappy team, man. Like they scrap and claw offensively. Like they're both top heavy. Don't get me wrong. I think where these games could be won and lost is the 6 through 9. I think the Dodgers are much deeper 6 through 9 than the Padres. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah, I think something that we're missing too is this is a rivalry game.
Yep.
This has been a hot rivalry for the past couple of years.
Hmm.
The Padres are gonna come out hot. Um, but we'll see. We'll see if those Dodgers start off hot as well. So, I mean, I think it's gonna be a good series. Obviously, it's only two games. I hope for the sake of Padres and Dodgers fans, they at least come home 1-1. I think it would be terrible, especially for the Padres, if they go 0-2, based off of the season they had last year, right? I mean, they were so talented last year. Juan Soto's obviously missing here.
Hmm.
They got to get off to a hot start. They just traded for Cease. Um, all these games matter in April. you can't go to the playoffs in April, but you can lose your chance to go to the playoffs in April.
Yeah.
And
What's your
hopefully
saying?
that's not a
What's your
situation
saying?
here.
You can't win a pennant in April, but you can lose one. That's no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
pretty
old
much what I
saying.
just said, Blake. But
Yeah. Sorry.
but but yeah, I mean that's definitely a thing. You know, you have a bad April, it
Mhm.
could bite you in the butt for the rest of the season. So,
Yep.
got anything else to add?
No, I'm excited for baseball season, man. It's feels like it's been a super slow burn off season with the lack of movement, and we're a couple of weeks away from everybody getting going here. So yeah, I'm excited. Baseball season's almost here.
All right, perfect, guys. Well, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.